Hello everyone, my name is Annual, and today we have a bunch of stuff that's going to be coming for anniversary. So let's go on through everything that you should be expecting, and let's get right into it. I'll try to put some B-roll on top of the stuff that I'm going through today so you can get some visuals, as well as we'll just go through it semi-quickly so that way the video can be somewhat short. So Kayron was once again revealed for like the second or third time. He is going to be coming fairly shortly. He's probably going to be after the next MO5 that we get, which is going to be Lisette. But he is fairly close to being released. They did not give like his element, his class, or whatnot, but he is going to be coming soon. Lisette is going to be your next MO5 character, which is a Soul Weaver light of the Libra stat line, and basically all in all she is going to be revolved around being a supportive character that has sporadic revival. So she's going to be very tanky at the start of the battle because she has this buff named Divinity, and it stacks up to 4 times, and every time someone else dies it consumes a Divinity and puts them into a crystal. And this crystal is completely immune to damage, debuffs, and whatnot. This crystal also, when that ally who turned into a crystal takes a turn, it'll heal your entire team, it will CR push your entire team. Her skill 3 is a full battle reset, and full for everyone except for her, which pretty much is like W Rose's S3. And this basically just means when she presses S3, everyone's cooldowns get reset, everyone's HP gets reset, all states of injury and whatnot is reverted. So it's a pretty OP thing, and not to mention it also functions as a revive. So, and because of the fact that she's super tanky at the start of the battle due to Divinity, it's going to make her quite a force to be reckoned with. And not only that, but the crystal thing can also, you can get popped out of the crystal on the S1 on Soulburn as well. So it's going to be very, very annoying to deal with. She's probably going to be very strong. The next unit that we're also getting is going to be Politis. It's going to be Ice Ranger of the Pisces class. This is the same as Lua or Ob, and she is pretty interesting in a sense where she gives this unique effect to herself based on the position you put her in. And after you meet that condition, your entire team gets Knowledge of the Stars, which increases your additional damage. Her S3 has increased cooldown by 1 turn, as well as 3000 additional damage, and her artifact is pretty good in a sense where if you use an attack that attacks all allies, you get fixed damage, and then as well you get team pushback by 15%. This artifact is probably going to end up on like like whatever his like Ludwig, the Ludwig character, as well as like any AoE ranger that does not need to do critical damage, because this thing is pretty easy condition to proc. Otherwise, the unit looks fairly flexible. They used her in a turn 2 as well as like more aggressive comp. And she doesn't seem too hard to proc because the amount of allies need to be hit is total amount of allies hit. So as in an AoE attack counts for 4 allies hit and will proc the stack 4 times, right? So the condition looks hard to proc, but it's actually really easy to proc if you have multi-hit or AoE hit skills. Next up, auto battling is now taking a change for the better. You can now offline battle in Epic 7. What this means is you can start an auto battle run and absolutely close the game and don't have to look at it, and it will still run your auto battle in the background even if the game is closed. This is a huge W, meaning you do not have to have the game come open to farm anymore. They also are now changing the upper limit of farming to 100 runs if you even have the leaves to do it. So pretty much if you just are sitting on a stupid amount of leaves, you can just farm 100 times and just close the game without needing it open to farm. They're also now adding automatic selling of equipment. So basically I think it's going to work the same way as simple selection, but instead of you needing to go through your inventory and do it yourself, as long as it meets set requirements, it's going to auto trash it during your runs. This will help keep your inventory count down because you're not going to have a bunch of trash gear just here. For events, we're getting a little bit of a charm rebate if you have the charm seeking roll gear, but yeah, there's going to be a charm rebate. What we've been asking for a very long time is now coming. They're removing Ogre Armory in order to put it into hunts, and this hunt is now going to include all of the previous new equipment that they have added. So for instance, warfare set, riposte set, reversal, and pursuit. And this is all going to be in that new hunt, and this will only have otherworldly difficulty. So it will literally be just, I think it's going to be like the otherworldly hunts, but either way, it's only going to have otherworldly difficulty. And I don't know if the drop rate is going to be the same as Breach, or if it's going to be the same as Hunt. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the same as Hunt, which means it's lower otherworldly drop rate. But all in all, this is a way better way to farm these new sets than Rift. Speaking about Rift, Rift is going to be temporarily removed and it's going to be completely revamped in order to give it a new, just something new and more fun to do, because it's lost its identity with all the new gear farms in the game. So due to that, they're temporarily removing it, not like you were used farming it anyways, in order to give it a new identity. So you will not be seeing Rift, not that anyone was using it anyway. Next up for our profile card makers, they're now increasing the layers in profile cards to 130, and they're also increasing the total amount of card slots you can have to 5 to 10. Last but not least, you have the ability to gift profile cards to others, but you won't be able to edit. And there's of course some restrictions, as in, for instance, if you have a speed badge on your account, this will not get transferred over when you transfer the card. But all in all, this doesn't really matter. For the most part, you only care about the fact that now you can share cards, you have more card slots, and you have more layers. Now, it is slightly laughable that we only got 30 layers, but it's an improvement at the least. For all the people who've been waiting for 3v, the arena is finally arrived, and it comes with the new goal of you need to completely get rid of like this backline target and damage the backline, and your whole goal is just to get rid of this thingy in the back. And every turn, I think one of your allies gets revived, and whoever has the advantage, of course, will keep doing their thing. But there's more to come, and there's probably going to be guides on this later on, so we'll talk about that more later. For all the people who love CZN, or all the people who love collabs, CZN is on the way to Epic 7. Renoa is going to be the free character, who is going to be a mole hero, so be sure to be on the lookout for that. And then Haru and Malin are on the way as collab characters. These will both, of course, be limited characters, so be sure to save up your bookmarks to pull one of each, because they may be really good or they may be really bad, but for certain we don't know if they'll ever get a rerun. Of course, CZN is Smilegate's other IP, so the chances of it ever getting a rerun is very, very high. But you never know. We just assume that they never get a rerun, and so just make sure you just save up some bookmarks for these two characters. For the anniversary, there's going to be another skin selector, just like the ML Luna one. So you're going to, and it's going to give like some of these rewards here. So be sure to be on the lookout to do that web event so you can collect these rewards and get it put onto your account. Hip hip hooray! Epic 7 is finally somewhere other than an emulator and somewhere off of the Steam Stove client. Epic 7 is now available on Steam in order to get wishlist, so you can download the game later. Now there's a little bit of a caveat with this, that if you do want to play on Steam, you do need to get your account transferred in order to use it on Steam. So for the most part, if you want to stay on the Stove client to remove all need of doing all that work, you probably will still be on the Stove client. If you want to transfer to Steam client, you will need to do an account transfer. Now, any other players who are going to be starting on Steam is going to have a different experience, because they talked about having new servers that are separated from the current servers. Meaning, if you were to start Epic 7 on Steam when it releases, you're actually not going to see any of the current players. Now, it's a little bit sad to hear that, but at the same time, this just means that any new players that start the game on Steam will have a pretty fresh experience compared to the rest of the players because, well, you don't have to interact with the 7-year players. So I look forward to that and see where that goes. The New Moon Luna skin is finally revealed and is Bunny Girl skin. I like the skin, but a lot of people don't, so we'll see where that goes. They also revealed 3 other skins that will also be Bunny Girl skins that will be coming in the form of limiteds, RGBs, or MO5s in the future, so you'll probably be on the lookout for that. Now, fortunately, we already have 2 of them, which was the Luna skin in the middle, and then we have the Ilnov skin on the right here, which we already received. For the people who are available IRL, they're in Korea, they're going to have a collaboration cafe that's going to have the Tenebria cosplayer from Epic 7 and the Tenebria cosplayer from CZN. So if you want to go check out that cafe, go look up some more details on that. There's going to be a total of 1,260 free polls over the next 2 months. This will be 20 free summons every day for the next 63 days upon the update of anniversary. This is the largest amounts of some free summons that they've done over the course of 2 months ever. So be sure to log in and get your free polls every single day. In addition to that, expect a limited 5-star selector, a limited artifact selector, unknown slates, and bottle of knowledges for the anniversary. In addition to that, there will be an MO5 selector for Nanolon Academy that will include from Hellion Bua up to Nurse Yolha. A lot of people want Nurse Yolha, so be sure to be on the lookout for that as well. There is a ton of codes for you guys to use, so you can be sure to look on screen here to utilize them, or you can check the description where they will have all the codes for you to copy and paste. There's a ton. They don't give a lot other than the thank you Epic 7 8th anniversary Infinity one. That one gives the most with a total of 800, it should be 8 million gold and 80 trainer charms and 80 gold transmit zones. That one gives the most out of the rest of them. But for the most part, go claim all of it. It's just free things for you to get. You are also getting another 20 speed piece for this anniversary. This time is going to be on the ring and a total of 100 leaves. Last but not least, Epic 7 WC is on its way back and will be starting September 12th. So anyone who is looking to fight the best of the best in the world, be sure to get ready for prelims where you're going to be needing to fight through the gauntlet in order to fight for your spot. Do be mindful there are 2 slots that are already taken from E7 Masters, so I think that means there's only 14 slots left. So for anyone who is trying, be aware of that and good luck to you. As for the rest of us, we'll be looking forward to Epic 7 World Club this year as well. That being said, that is literally everything that was shown in the anniversary livestream last night. I think it's honestly pretty good, and I look forward to the anniversary and free content that is on the way. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.